Hey, Matt. Hi, everyone. So I posted last week every day, as you told us to do. I was super excited, first full week, and started getting more engagement, started getting more people following. And last Friday, I had a post that got over 50 comments and was reposted like 4 times, which is good for me. And it's interesting. So I coach high achieving professionals and entrepreneurs. I help them overcome burnout, get unstuck, and really design lives that they love. So that's kind of the premise of what I do. So last week's post was about the sort of power hour on Fridays where you are doing a reflection for 60 minutes at the week, looking ahead, really focusing in on your priorities. And the goal was that you do this on Friday. You can enjoy your weekend, enjoy free time, have more time on your own with your family, and start the week off strong. And it got a really strong it really resonated with people. People were like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. And then 2 people said, can you come back and talk about this again every Friday, like as a reminder? So it was just interesting for me because I was like, maybe there's something here. I don't have a low ticket offer right now. I do mostly like one-on-one coaching. I do retreats in person and some work with corporations, like with their leadership teams. But I was just trying to think like, what could this turn into? And maybe it's too early to tell, but I feel like there's something here where it's resonating with people because it's actionable. It's like really helps them make an improvement in their life. But so the question to you, I guess, is, do I do anything? Do I keep sort of nurturing this and seeing if people really want more of this type of work? Or is there something I could be doing in the meantime besides, inviting them into my newsletter and following me?
Yeah. So a couple ideas. So first off, like one of the perspectives that we have at FounderOS is that your audience is your product. Okay. And an example of this is like when I was starting FounderOS, like I just started at first, I had sobered up about 3 years ago. No, more than that, maybe 4 years ago. Stopped smoking weed, stopped drinking, replaced those with a number of habits, including at the time running and writing. The writing in my journal, a couple pages every morning, eventually after 6 months led to sharing some of those concepts in those stories or whatever on X, at the time Twitter. That started growing, and what I found was that people were really resonating with the systems. And so I started doubling down on that. I eventually thought it'd be cool to bring people together on something like a cohort course to kind of do 4 sessions over a month with some people. And again, kind of learn what the audience wanted through those. Very similar to how maybe a comedian would test different material in different underground comedy clubs to determine the actual material that should be in their, say, hour-long special on Netflix. So from all this, I learned the kind of stuff people really enjoyed. And so again, like building this audience helped me formulate the product. Versus where I see a lot of people get tripped up is they don't start building an audience because they don't have a product. And I think that's backwards. I think that, building an audience helps you create a product. So in your case, what you're seeing is that, yeah, you're putting out this content, you're growing an audience, and people are now beginning to pull stuff from you. You're getting signal that people are into these power hours every Friday. A couple of people are saying, why don't you make this a weekly series? Personally, what I would do is if I saw a level of signal around it, comments, shares, it did well compared to my other content, I would take it to the next level and I would double down on it. So yeah, maybe doing a Friday series around it, seeing how that does, would be a logical next step, right? Would I go and build a product around it yet? Probably not yet, although I would make mental note of that like you have. I may go and make a template product hour like Notion doc or Google Doc or something and give that away as a lead magnet when people join the newsletter. Right? Because what does it take you like 5 minutes to put something like that together? And the return on it could be a lot better in terms of the conversions of people that see your content to people that convert to the newsletter. So it's a pretty low effort, high impact thing to go and experiment with. Okay. So that to me is like a no brainer. It'd also be interesting to see like if you started doing Power Hour every week, is it something that people come to know and love you for and enjoy and have more commentary around and more ways of serving them to the point where maybe you run like a workshop on a monthly basis too that's helping people create their power hours and watch you maybe create one live? Or does it actually become tired and overplayed after 3 weeks? Everyone's kind of like, stop this crap. And you're like, okay, fair enough. Like experiment run and experiment failed, right? Now, if it goes the fail route, it is what it is. Like such is life. And you move along and you keep seeing what other signal you get from your content, which there's likely to be thousands of different signals. On the other side, you know, if it keeps doing well, then awesome. Like, yeah, keep doubling down on it. And, you know, there's kind of stages, right? There's like content, then there's maybe episodic content, then there's lead magnet, then there's some sort of maybe workshop or low ticket product or something simple around it. Then there's something more like, fuck, I really enjoy this thing. I'm going to double down on this and actually make like, you know, this may be a part of my business, right? That goes really well. You're like, I'm going to make this the core product of my business, right? And so forth. So I would kind of say you're in the stage of making it episodic and making a lead magnet out of it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. That's cool to see. I mean, congrats. It's awesome to see. I think that's quite rare, to be honest, that early on you get signal around something that, yeah, it seems like it performed quite well. And at the same token, it seems like something too you're excited by, which is even better. So yeah, just kind of follow that and see where it goes and just enjoy the journey.